The best way for me to describe KU is a community, and I think I didn't really expect that coming from a small town. I thought it would be very different than that. My name is Ellie House. I'm a senior from Goodland, Kansas, and I'm majoring in supply chain management and accounting with a concentration in business analytics. Most of my senior year I was deciding between KU and K-State, and I was actually pretty set on K-State. I'm a fourth generation at KU, so my family was really pulling for me to come here. I came to visit KU at the last part of my spring semester my senior year, and I realized that all the reasons I liked K-State was because they were comfortable, and KU I didn't have that feeling. It was definitely out of my comfort zone, and I felt like I could really grow here.
I would just give it a feeling of being comfortable, being at home. Like, we're still in Kansas, but it feels different. The whole vibe of Lawrence in general has a different sort of feeling to it. My name's Miguel. I'm a junior studying journalism. My hometown is Scott City, Kansas. Really, the only school that I did a campus visit to was KU, and right when I set foot on campus, I felt like this was the place for me.
Coming to KU, it felt like a completely different type of atmosphere. I just felt like I wasn't even in Kansas anymore, and I was just only 5 hours away from home. My name is Kenny Wynn. I'm a junior from Dodge City, Kansas, studying community health. Walking around on campus, I was seeing so many different people interacting with each other, saying hello, being friendly, opening doors for each other. I think that community aspect was something that I really liked.
I was definitely nervous in coming to KU. I thought it was going to be too big of a school, and I actually considered going to a smaller school and then transferring after a couple years, but I found it's not difficult at all, and all that anxiety was for nothing.
Yeah, no, it was definitely overwhelming. There was a few things that I had to get used to, things that I'd never experienced before. My very first class was a 400-person lecture, and coming from a school where the enrollment was like 260 people, it was pretty overwhelming at first, but I learned pretty quickly that there's a few things that they do to make it, as easy as possible. Like, there's TAs all around the room. The professor, lecturer, whoever is always wearing a mic so you can hear them no matter where you are.
My number one fear was I wasn't going to fit in. I wasn't going to find a place that was for me at such a large institution. But I quickly realized that coming to KU, you can make KU as big as you want it or as small as you want it. It's really up to you and how you want your experience to be.
There's over 600 clubs on campus, and there's so many ways to get involved and meet people.
I went and played pickup basketball games. That was a way I met a lot of people.
I play on a Northwest Kansas volleyball team every Thursday night, and I love it because I get to be with people who I played against in high school and kind of share that experience with.
The first thing that I did was I got involved in running club because I was in cross country in high school and in track, and that's something that I really wanted to continue to do.
My advice to high school seniors would be to find an opportunity that's going to push you out of your comfort zone.
People kind of had this perception of KU of being like the Harvard of the Plains. For some reason they felt like they weren't academically good enough to go to KU, and that's just not the case. Sure, we have people here who go on to be Rhodes Scholars, but there's also people here just like you.
I think for me the greatest thing was coming to KU because I've had opportunities to try things out and to visit new places, and with the Supply Chain Management Club I've gone to Chicago and Dallas and Seattle and San Francisco, and I've been able to see cities. I've studied abroad in Northern Europe and Panama, and I've really expanded and seen things that I'd never been exposed to before.
The resources that you have and the opportunities that you have to succeed are hard to rival, especially as a first-generation college student. I remember coming in, I didn't know how to do anything. I just didn't understand how anything worked and how dropping classes, adding classes, and swapping, I didn't know you could do that. The resources that you have here academically are almost overwhelming.
One thing that I think is important is that coming to KU doesn't change who you are. It just expands the way you think and the things that you see and the way that you look at the world. But I'm still really proud to be from Western Kansas, and I have my volleyball team, and I've worked on my family's farm for the last 3 summers, and it doesn't take any of that away. It just helps me expand, and it's definitely made me appreciative of where I'm from and also exposed me to things that I could have never imagined. I would have never pictured my KU experience being as great and as dense as it's been so far. So you can maintain your roots and also grow some wings while you're here as well.